The holiday shopping season, big time for business, even in a virtual world. But you gotta be aware of those Grinches aiming to rip you off with fake goods. Casey Brill is the VP of Brand Protection and Strategic Initiatives at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and she joins us now with more on how to shop safely. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Let's get right into this. How big of a problem is the sale of counterfeit goods?
Well, to give you a sense of the sheer scope of the problem, the global physical counterfeiting number is a $509 billion problem, and that number has more than doubled over the last 5 years. We know that it also makes up about 3.3% of global trade. Now, these are big profits for criminal organizations, but it can mean big problems for consumers if we're not careful and vigilant when we're shopping online.
Would you contribute the current COVID-19 pandemic to the increase of the number and sale of counterfeit goods?
Well, we're all staying at home quite a bit more, and that also means online shopping more too. That means that criminals have found this to be a ripe opportunity to interact with the consumer and to really undermine that consumer trust. We have seen during this time, sadly, an uptick in consumer household items that are fake or fraudulent, including counterfeit hand sanitizer, counterfeit soap, even counterfeit toilet paper, in addition to what we would normally see counterfeited around the holiday season, like toys and luxury goods, apparel, and consumer electronics. From our perspective, it's really important to verify before you buy. So we have developed our top 10 tips to make sure that consumers are safe when they shop online. And just to outline a few of those tips, essentially, first, trust your instincts. If it's too good to be true, then it probably is. Usually get a sense of that from a price point perspective. Next, make sure that you're dealing in a secured transaction. So look for that S at the top of the screen or even the lockbox icon. Then you know that you're dealing with a secured vendor on the other end. And lastly, guard your personal financial information closely. Never give your credit card details or any other financial information online unless you know it to be a secured vendor. And you can find all of our top 10 tips at uschamber.com/shopsmart.
I was going to ask you where we can go for that full list, but it's just so surprising that even health products can fall victim to this because that's what we're all buying nowadays.
That's right. I mean, if you can make it, unfortunately, the counterfeiter will fake it. And household products, medicines, and other healthcare products are not immune from that whatsoever. We've seen an increase in fraudulent schemes that criminals are placing in front of the consumer online related to COVID-19 vaccines, COVID-19 therapeutics, all of which are fake at this point. We need to be certain that when we're purchasing any type of medication online, whether that's a maintenance medication or something more significant, make sure that you're doing so with a prescription. If you are purchasing through an online pharmacy, make sure that they are accredited with the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy. And remember, and if you receive a fake, whether that's a counterfeit good or counterfeit medicine, you can always report that fake. You can go to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, to the Department of Homeland Security's website, in addition to the Better Business Bureau. They're all really great at making sure that we can report this fraud. You can find all of these links at uschamber.com/shopsmart.
Well, Casey, we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you for this advice.
Thank you so much, and careful where you click.
Happy holidays to you, and definitely with that. Outsmart and shop smart. Head to uschamber.com/shopsmart, like Casey mentioned, for more information on fighting counterfeit goods during the holiday. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce is a proud sponsor of Las Vegas Morning Blend.